Hello, dear fans, friends, and subscribers of Cricket Happenings. This is your host Ram with you on this daily cricket show, Cricket Happenings. And well, I have to definitely be focusing on the second Test match as England not only won the series. But one good thing as far as this Test match was concerned, even though England won the series. This is a three-test series, as you know, and this is the second test that England has won consecutively. Though now they have a chance to make a clean sweep of the series, but definitely I have to say that today Sri Lanka definitely put up a very good show compared to what happened previously. So there was definitely signs of improvement as what they did is they added they made 475 with Dinesh Chandimal getting on to a century, 127. He played superbly, and then Rangana Herath, the lower order, giving some real stubborn resistance with a very good knock of 61 runs and keeping at bay the pacers, and then targeting the spin of Moeen Ali like what Angelo Matthews was doing yesterday. And the other big thing that to happen in this particular test match was just before the test ended, in the sense Alistair Cook, the English captain, not only covered himself with glory with this particular win, which he has already secured, England have already secured the series, but in his knock of an unbeaten 47 to when he took England to victory, he also became the first person in the annals of English cricket history to score 10,000 runs in Test cricket, and that is a very big achievement. I mean, 10,000 runs. He has made 10,000 runs. So that is the very big part of it for Alistair Cook. So Alistair Cook becomes he joins the 10,000 runs club. But well, as I say, this 10,000 runs, 10,000 runs that Alistair Cook, it's a landmark by Alistair Cook, as he has become the first English player to score more than 10,000 runs in Test cricket. And what an achievement. As you know, he has joined some big names there, like the former Indian great player and now cricket commentator Sunil Gavaskar, the Australian great all-rounder Steve Waugh, and also one of those very graceful cricketers from the West Indies, Brian Charles Lara, and he has joined the famed quartet, I would say, and truly deserved it. He has worked hard for it, and he has finally reached that goal. So that's a big achievement for England. There is no doubt about it. They should be very proud of this wonderful achievement which has been done by Alistair Cook. And he has also become the youngest player to get to this 10,000 runs mark. So that is the biggest satisfaction that he can have, because he has become the youngest person to breach the 10,000 runs mark. Initially, this record was standing in the name of the former Indian great player Sachin Tendulkar, and now Alistair Cook is the one who holds the record for being the youngest person to go past the 10,000 runs mark. So I'll come back to that. So basically, that is something of a big achievement, no doubt about it. And Alistair Cook and England should be really proud of that, no doubt about it. Well, so that is as far as this match had significance, which I was talking about. But just skimming through the day's play, I would say. On day 4, Sri Lanka resuming on the overnight score, and well, they definitely didn't have a good beginning, as Milindra Srivaradhana was an early victim in the morning. In the first spell of Anderson, he was caught by Hales for 35, so he was out on the same overnight score, and that brought Rangana Herath to the wicket. And one thought at 314 for 6, there was still a long way to go. They needed around 84 runs with Chandimal there, and only the tail to come along with Rangana Herath, who definitely can bat a bit, but he surprised everybody, Rangana Herath, by showing some beautiful resistance to the English bowlers. And that too, what was commendable was that this was the new ball with which the English pace bowlers were operating. And I would say that Rangana Herath helped Dinesh Chandimal, and both of them saw the second new ball together, and which was a great show, I thought, by Rangana Herath. And what it did is, from 314, these pair went on to actually wipe the arrears that they had, in the sense they had to make 84 runs more to actually avoid an innings defeat. And they not only took them past past that particular figure, but also added another extra 79 runs to make England bat again. And Rangana Herath, as I said, he was keeping the pace bowlers at bay, and he was offering some very good defense, and also opening up as and when any loose offerings were coming. And he targeted Moeen Ali, the spinner, in most of the cases, when he hit him for a lot of runs. So yesterday it was Angelo Matthews who targeted Moeen Ali, and today it was Rangana Herath. And especially considering the fact that Rangana Herath is a left-handed batsman, I thought Rangana Herath should be given credit. And Moeen Ali, even though he tried to bowl well, but I thought the quality of strokes were very good from Rangana Herath. At the other end, Dinesh Chandimal, well, he was growing in confidence, and he was stroking the ball to a nicety. He was really playing some nice strokes. He was playing a lot of strokes on the onside too, with some good driving in front of the wicket. As this went on, this partnership went on to to really great lengths, because from 314 they put on a partnership of 116 runs for the seventh wicket to frustrate the Englishman. And finally it was James Anderson who nipped the wicket of Rangana Herath by having him LBW for 61 8 fours and bringing the English frustration to an end. But after that, it was pretty quick work. Ranga was bowled by Anderson for one. Chandimal, after playing a beautiful innings and really showing a lot of stubbornness at the crease, Chandimal departed, but not before making a century. And this should give him a lot of confidence, because, as I said, in this particular team for Sri Lanka, it's Angelo Matthews and Chandimal who are the most experienced ones. And Chandimal making a century is a breath of fresh air as far as Sri Lankan cricket is concerned, because Chandimal, as you know, he has been really struggling as far as his batting is concerned. But as I already told you, he had a fallibility against the short stuff, but he learned his lessons quickly and has definitely improved his game, which we were seeing. And he, as you would remember, against India, he really attacked at a time when India were really dictating terms to Sri Lanka in the test match. It was Chandimal who really went after the Indians and also got the victory for the team, because he came and just bludgeoned a century, and then finally it resulted in an Sri Lankan victory. So Chandimal definitely showing that he belongs to the high class now. What an innings it was under extreme pressure. I thought Dinesh Chandimal stood the test beautifully to carve 126 with 13 fours and 1 6. So Lucknow was a victim of Vokes for 11, Pradeep not out 13 of 2 fours, and Sri Lankan innings ended at 475, with James Anderson yet again getting into a 5-wicket haul in Test cricket. So that was the other thing that happened as far as Anderson's records were concerned. 27 overs, 9 minutes, 58 runs and 5 wickets. Brought 24, 6, 71, 1. Vokes at 203. Vokes bowled superbly. 1 for 78 for Fenn. And Moeen Ali, who received a lot of tap, especially from Matthews and Rangana Herath today. 28 overs, 5 minutes, 1 for 136. So that is as far as this particular test match is concerned. So 475 all out. That meant that England had to bat, and England had to get 79 runs, 80 runs for victory, 79 runs for victory, and England achieved it with just 1 wicket to go, and that was of Alex Hales, was bowled with a left-arm spinner Sriwardena for 11 with one boundary. But Alistair Cook, as I said, went on to his 10,000 runs in Test cricket, being the first to do so as an Englishman, and that would have been a great feeling, a proud feeling for him, as he was unconquered on 47 with 7 boundaries. Nick Compton, definitely was trying to, when he came out, definitely under a bit of pressure, but he definitely did a good job in a brief stint at the crease. But one thing that he did is that England have won the match, and Nick Compton finished on an unbeaten 22 with 4 fours as England won the match and also the series 2-0. Now their third test coming up, and England will definitely be eyeing a clean sweep of the series now. So it was a 9-wicket victory in the second test, but Rangana had 10 overs, 3 minutes, none for 18. Pradeep 2 overs for 12, Sriwardena 1 for 37, the only wicket taker. 3 overs for 9 for Lakmal, and 1 over for 4 runs for Ranga. Well, the man of the match went to James Anderson for his, once again, I think he got it, if I'm not wrong, James Anderson has got he got a 8-wicket bag in this particular match. Now, just talking, as I said, Sri Lanka, definitely in the first innings, one thought that they went the same way as the first test match, but in the second dig, I thought Sri Lanka really came back at, as I said, it was all about total determination and total commitment. If you look at that batting card, barring Lahiru Thirimane, everyone contributed right till Rangana Herath. From tailenders, yes, you can't expect much, but look at that batting. We had everybody improved, I thought, and Lahiru Thirimane is the one who has to really get along now in the third test match, when Sri Lanka would be hoping that Lahiru Thirimane can contribute some runs here, and that is very, very important. But definitely everyone played well. I can only say this shows that the Sri Lankans have the great fighting spirit, even though they are a very young and inexperienced bunch. To put up 475 on the board against some quality pace bowling of the Englishmen, they definitely deserve kudos, because one never thought that that England would be batting again. But thanks to Chandimal, Matthews, everybody contributed, and that should be something which will make them walk with confidence. As I said, Sri Lanka need not despair at all. It's a learning curve they are passing through. Whether they lose, it's not really going to have any bearing, because, as I said, they are learning their ropes, and this team could really, tomorrow, with all the experience, they can really turn it big. But, well, the third test match which is coming up, as I said, England will be eyeing a 3-0 clean sweep of the series, no doubt about it. But as of now, England have secured the series. They won the series 2-0 with one more to come. Well, as I said, today I was a bit short of time, but I'm trying to see whether there is anything that I could really dwell on, dear fans and subscribers, just to fill it up here. So I'm just looking for it, dear fans and subscribers, as to see whether is there anything else that I could really dwell on. Well, as I said, one can only talk about this the Alistair Cook knock of 10,000 runs in test matches, and what a way. I'm sure his coach Graham Gooch, the former great player, would be very proud of his Ward's achievement, crossing 10,000. Become the first England batsman to reach 10,000 test runs, and that is a phenomenal achievement. As I said, as far as 10,000 runs are concerned, there are 10 people who are in that particular column as far as 10,000 runs are concerned, but as far as Englishmen are concerned, the cupboard was absolutely bare as far as 10,000 test runs was concerned, and Alistair Cook has become the first person to reach there, and he has done it, as I said, in fewer test matches, and not fewer test matches, become the youngest player to do so. And The other thing about Alistair Cook's 10,000 runs that I would like to say, he has become the 12th batsman in the annals of world cricket to reach 10,000 test runs at 31 years. It's only a matter of days. Sachin Tendulkar, when he got his 10,000 runs in test cricket, he was 31 years of age and 326 days. As far as Alistair Cook is concerned, he is also 31 years, but the difference is that he had only 157 days. So Alistair Cook getting to that record when he has been 31 years and 157 days. So this is the and as far as just talking about some great players who have got 10,000 runs in Test cricket. Well, the Sri Lankans they have two players who are already etched in the record books. One is the great Kumar Sangakkara and the other great Mahela Jayawardene, who already Kumar Sangakkara had 12,400. He is the highest aggregate run scorer in Sri Lankan cricket Test history, and Mahela Jayawardene 11,814 runs. And the first batsman who actually reached 10,000 Test runs was the Indian great batsman Sunil Gavaskar, who had 10,000 Test runs. But after that, we had Alan Border from Australia, then Steve Waugh, and then the very graceful player ever gracing international cricket, Brian Charles Lara of the West Indies. Well, dear fan subscribers, as I said, this is a tribute to, I would say it was icing on the cake for Alistair Cook, not only with the victory, but with this very personal milestone of 10,000 runs in Test cricket. So, with a big congratulations to the English skipper Alistair Cook, I would like to end this cricket broadcast of mine today. Hope you all loved it, and there's more to come tomorrow on my next cricket happening. So, till such